So, what I think about the Charlie Kirk situation and overall that day, I just think that what happened there was not okay. No matter what you believe in, what you disagree or agree with, something like that should have never happened. Never. And especially to just people who just tell their opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, the person was a bad person. Charlie was a bad person. He was bad. There's certain beliefs that I disagree. They were horrible. But that's like saying just killing somebody for what they believe in. That's stupid. It's stupid. The fact that America is so separated by two people back 100 or 200 years ago couldn't make up with each other, so they decided to make their own parties. And even George Washington said himself that having two parties would be a horrible idea. So the fact that we have two parties talking about, oh, this guy was a radical left, the person who killed him, or this person was a radical right, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Because at the end of the day, we're not segregated by what we believe in. This isn't the Republic of United States. This isn't the Democrat of the United States. This isn't any race or anything like that. It's called the United States for a reason. And I personally think that the only way we can really get this fixed if we all work together, whether we disagree, whether we're a different race, whether we think that they're correct on what they're doing. At the end of the day, we need to work together as a group of people to go forward in the future, especially for this country. People are on fent, on drugs that they shouldn't even be taken in the first place. Gang violence. As I was saying, people are with fent, with a bunch of other drugs that they should not even be taken in the first place. Also, they shouldn't be indulging into gangs, knowing how the outcome will always be. We have so many problems, yet we don't resolve it. Why? Because we disagree too much. Whether you disagree or agree, you should never do a hate crime just because you hate someone. I just think the only way to move forward as a country and as just individuals in general is removing hate in our hearts. And reality is, people, especially in social media nowadays, just hate. And it's not okay. It's not okay. Why are we hating an individual who has different ideas than you? Who has different things about you? For example, if you're making fun of someone online, knowing that they don't have the mental capacity to handle that, why are you even bothering? And I get this world is not good. Not good at all, in fact. Heck, in that same couple hours later or something, I think Colorado had a high school shooting happening. 2 died that same day. Then Russia trying to go ahead and put a bunch of fucking drones over in Poland to the point where they had to go to Article 4, which I think what that meant was like, I don't know I think that what they meant was, basically they were saying that if Russia tries to do anything like that again, where they try to put drones, the thing is, it happened multiple times now, but this one was apparently different, which I find very suspicious. But anywho, that same day that shit happened, it really shows how much hatred we have around the world, and that needs to be stopped. If us as a human race want to move forward and make sure that we have a future, resolve, work it out. Instead, we're listening to people who are so-called smarter, better, because they had so-called an education. In reality, like rich people, right? For example, Donald Trump. We're listening to a guy who not only ruined the economy, then go ahead and fix the mistake he did. Then, so far, each and every single economic plan he has put into has made the United States worse. Not only that, putting military in the United States, knowing that that is illegal, and these are people who are meant to protect the people who live in the United States, not to intimidate them, and not to do any of this bullcrap that he's doing now. And don't get me wrong, on the other hand, he could be like, no, there actually is no other hand. Reality is, he messed up. I'm gonna be honest, he's a horrible president. He's a horrible president, yet people still want him to be president. They idolize him like a god, and I don't understand that. At the end of the day, he's a human being. He's a human being. Not only that, people like who's in his inner circle are horrible people too. If I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure one of them said a crazy shit in one of his speeches back in the day, talking about some fucking Hitler shit. How he hates this like certain race and shit. And yet he is up there he's like bald and shit. I forgot his name, but he's bald. And he's up here talking about nonsense, bro. The same with the fucking woman over here deporting people. At the end of the day, they're people too. They're not just here for no reason. They're also here to support their families, avoid conflict in their own country, trying to make a better living. And also, crossing the border is not a crime. I want to clarify that. It is not a crime. I'm pretty sure it's something else. And I'm confident with that. Because as someone who has family members who cross the border, they have done nothing wrong. And in fact, they help the United States more. I think immigrants help more than anyone else in this damn country. And I know damn well they're not going to do the jobs. I know U.S. citizens who so-called lived here before immigrants and shit like that are not going to do the jobs that they're going to do. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Another current event that happened, which is really important to talk about, is just overall people in general, how people have messed up their minds in social media entirely. And this is somebody who uses social media a lot. And I realize that using it, there's benefits and there's negatives. Obviously, obviously, Kevin, come on, bro. Of course there's positive and negatives. I know. But what I'm saying is, the amount of toxicity, lust, and all this bullcrap gotta stop. And the only way it's ever gonna stop is by having self-control and not being a damn keyboard warrior and do something in your life. Whether you dislike it or you like it, do something in your life that gets your mind off of fucking social media. Because if not, all you're gonna do is mess up your life even more and more and more. Get a job. All jokes aside, go get a job. Go get bread. Go golfing. Do something in your life where you're not there negatively impacting yourself without even realizing it. Don't be stupid to join a gang. Don't be dumb and go ahead and take drugs. Don't let the higher-ups who so-called have power, in reality, they don't. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. But at the end of the day, it's up to the person to actually acknowledge that and use information against the higher-ups, against people who want to see us down as a country. And at the end of the day, it's up to us